Our next question comes to us from Grants Pass, Oregon. Listening to you makes it seem as though I am attached to the pain of my loss and that I actually don't want to be free of the pain. Who would I be if I were free of the loss? It feels like such a defining moment, yet I'd like to live my life purely, not in reaction to some pain. Please help.
See, even the question has, on one side of it, don't tell me, that I live from my pain. On the other hand,
Right.
I'd sure like to be free of it.
Right.
Yeah. I tell you why I like the question, because I'm going to answer it a little bit more broadly than we would assume. The problem that all of us have as human beings is that we have no constant context for our existence. What does that mean? We have no constant context for our existence. It means that my life, moment to moment, is basically defined by a reaction I have to each and every passing moment. And each and every passing moment is filled with all kinds of temporary possibilities, whether I've been active in bringing them to me or I find them by running from myself. The context of my life, how I see myself, what I think about, how I meet moments, the context of my life is always determined by something outside of me. And I believe that because I meet it with seemingly a fresh sense of myself, that it means there's a constant I that's running through my own existence, but there's not. That's why true spiritual teachings, authentic self-knowledge, has been handed down in the way it's handed down. Because the basis of a true spiritual teaching, east or west, is to gradually equate the individual to the realization that that's the problem. I have no context. One minute my context is straightening out you because you've upset me. Next moment the context is getting this disturbance with my finances put away. Next moment the context is how do I get my health back? So that I'm like juggling balls all the time, trying to figure out how to come to the end of a life in the circus. And you can't get out of the circus by juggling balls. In this instance, one begins to realize I need a single constant context to my existence. One overriding purpose that meets every single moment, no matter what it is that moment may be. So then the purpose seated in myself, it goes before me and it decides and defines what I'm going through according to what that purpose is. Whereas now my purpose in life all depends upon trying to get rid of or perfect something outside of myself. So my life belongs to everything outside of me instead of belonging to something inside of me. The context, the true context for our life can be stated very simply. Why am I here? What am I here on this planet for? Is it to get people to like me? Is it to make money? Is it to be good looking? Is it to have lots of possessions? You fill in the blank and you'll see that the context of your life, depending upon what's happened, becomes one of these exteriorized things. How do I keep things in place? No, that is not the context of life. The context of life is, can I find that part of myself that is always present, and that because it is connected to conscience, to intelligence, because it has a principal understanding that is not determined by circumstances outside of it, it meets life, it sees life, and it ultimately acts for me in life based on the single context of a higher life. That's the right answer to this question.
Great.